what we do, come and see me after the concert and I'll be glad to sign you up as a volunteer for next season. How about that? We also need to thank the San Diego Commission for Arts and Cultures, which gives us grants to help us support our mission. And of course, we also have to thank all of you. The concerts that we do are part of a wide-ranging effort to raise money for a very robust music in the schools program that we do. In any given year, we teach music to about 10,000 children here in the San Diego area, and the ticket sales here for a concert like this help a lot. This is the sixth and last concert of our inaugural series here at the Mingei Museum. We're very pleased and want to thank the Mingei for agreeing to partner with us on this series. They just remodeled this museum, as you probably know, and they created this wonderful theater. And I think our partnership with them is a match made in heaven, in the sense that their devotion to the world's visual arts traditions matches our devotion to the world's performing arts traditions. We're going to be planning another season next year. We hope you'll join us. How many of you have seen all 6 concerts? All right, thank you very much. And how many of you here are here for the first time and seeing your very first concert? Okay, kind of a balance. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. And thanks for supporting our work here at the Center for World Music. I'd like to introduce now a member of our board of directors who will introduce the group. He's Bernard Elurin. He has a PhD in ethnomusicology, and he's going to introduce our performing group tonight. Bernard.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Expressions of Joy, Festival Music and Dance of Korea, World Music at the Mingei. Tonight, we are very fortunate to have with us today the San Diego Korean Pungmul Ensemble. Here today to explain more about the ensemble is Kathleen Choi, founder and executive director of Asian Culture and Media at Home.
Thank you. It's a great pleasure for me to be here, and I'll be your MC for tonight. Once again, I'm Kathleen Choi. I'm the executive director of the nonprofit organization, ACMA for short, and I'm also the host and producer of Asian Voices television series. And so I've been working with the San Diego Korean Pungmul Institute for many, many years, since their inception back in 2007. So it's all about collaboration, and I'm so glad to see all the members of here from all the communities throughout San Diego gathered here for tonight's special event. Before anything else, I would like to also give a big shout out to the San Diego Korean American Community Center, where they have been providing a lot of great support for our performances that we provide during events and festivals. So can you please stand from your seats here? Thank you so much. It was a yes. Also next to you, yeah, thank you so much. And just to introduce the first artist that performed this beautiful flute performance. He is the artist in residence at the Korean Performing Arts Institute of Chicago. Once again, the artist Chung Woo-sung. Can you please give a big round of applause? And I'd also like to introduce you to that Danso, the Daegum performance that he did. And as you can see from the flute, it is actually an end-blown vertical flute, bamboo flute, that's very traditional in the Korean culture. And so, in addition to being the director of instrumental music at KPAC, he is a master of the Daegum, which is bamboo flute, meaning in Korean, and is so passionate about educating Koreans and everybody about the traditional Korean culture and music. So thank you once again for being here. So, like some of you here, it's my very first time being here at the Mingei Museum. I'm very excited. It's lovely here, and next year I promise I'll be here to watch all of the 6 series of concerts here. Very interesting. And anyway, I learned that Mingei Museum is where the creativity is celebrated. and furthering the understanding of folk art, craft, and design from all eras and cultures of the world. So it's very wonderful. So thank you all for joining us in the final series performance and exciting evening to celebrate Expressions of Joy, Festival Music and Dance of Korea, inspired by the percussion-centered Pungmul traditions in Korea. So without further ado, let me introduce the next performance called Gilnori. It's a drum dance typically performed at the beginning of an event to gather the audience and build up excitement for the main performance. So it will be quite loud in here, I have to pre-warn you, and I believe you have some earplugs here just for those who really need it. But it's very exciting, and Gilnori is brought to you by another nonprofit organization here in San Diego, as mentioned earlier, the Korean Pungmul Institute. They are comprised of volunteers, elementary, middle, high school, and college students, as well as working professionals and parents who are dedicated to spreading Korean traditional culture throughout Southern California and have performed at various festivals and events since 2007. So for those of you who are interested in learning more about them, you can visit their website later on. We'll share the information. So please give a big hand to the San Diego Korean Pungmul Institute.
마음에 백세 상수를 누려 살때 명을랑을 지려버도 왕계 석중에 복을 주니 한 손에다가 명금 주고 또 한 손에다 복금 줄때 일심정기인가도 마한국가 만수무강 재수대 공을 점지하네 이래만 상하소만 성체로 부르려 여복이자하야 에헤헤 사실지라도 너로 서사대만 사실소 사랑 에헤헤헤헤 어미로다 오오오오 에헤헤헤 오날역에 오신 분들 막 모른다 파덕거리와 망고액살제 쳐줄제 삼재팔랑 관제구설 우한일병 잡기잡시 일체살 비모르다 금일보사 대를 바쳐 좋은 순풍이 불거들라 월미와 강에 소멸을 합시다 영창무허게 해줘 나 봉일지라도 어제 틀려 상대 버렸습니다 나 에헤헤헤헤 어미로다 에헤헤헤
Thank you so much. Actually, this performance is called Gilnori in Korean, and it's a kind of, in Korea we call it the Korean opera or Pansori. And it's performed in the form of, based on the farming. And it is a piece of musical storytelling that he told in Korean, which half the time I'm so sorry I can't understand it like the opera. But basically, it's, he was bestowing blessings upon the people. So each and every one of you, that's what he was doing and valuing it. So by the way, Chan Soo Lee is the name of the artist that performed Gilnori, and he's also artist resident at the Korean Performing Arts Institute of Chicago, and he has a master's in the Korean traditional performing arts from a prestigious university in Korea. He's also the grand prize winner recently at the 36th Jeonju Desert Festival in the category of 농악, which means farmers' music in Korean. So are you enjoying the performances so far? Great. Yes. So I hope you will take away not just musical performance, dance, but also the Korean spirit and a few Korean words would be great, right? Before I introduce the next performance, everybody please join me in saying the first Korean word. 안녕 하세요. So you always say 안녕하세요. Right? We say that as a greeting to everybody. Morning, day, and night. So you have to only memorize one word. Okay. So the next performance is wonderful, one of the most popular Korean cultural dance performances. It's called Buchaechum. It means fan dance, and it's very popular using Korean fans that form various shapes lines and formations. This lovely Korean fan dance will be performed by Korean American Youth Performing Artists, or KPA, a Southern California-based nonprofit organization that focuses on enriching our community through traditional dance and also modern K-pop dances. But tonight we'll focus on the traditional dance. So under the direction of artist Jae-eun Park Lee, is she here? Oh yeah, she'll be playing the drums over there. Thank you so much. K-pop provides its members the opportunity to share Korean cultures with others and further educate the younger generations about the Korean culture and heritage through dance. So welcome, K-pop.